In this video, I'm going to share with you how to write a cover letter for job applications and give you lots of examples, actually 101 sample cover letters for all professionals. But before I get there, I will also share with you the 3 main parts a cover letter must have. I've been blessed that I have been in a position to help several people get jobs through just professional CV writing cover letters. Look at this conversation that we had with Alex on our social media platform. Thank you, Career Point Solutions. You indeed helped me on my CV. It worked. Thanks again. We just responded and told him thank you for the feedback. You might be the next person sending me such an email or sending us at least a comment on our social media platform. So without further ado, let's get started. Welcome to Daniel Mutuku Show, where I help professionals become successful in their careers. And if this is your first time here, subscribe to my channel, press the bell button so you can get to know each and every time I release a new video. Before we get into the details of a cover letter and the 3 main parts, I think it is important for us to define what is a cover letter. And I would say a cover letter is a 1 document page which you use to introduce yourself, your experience, your skills, your qualification to the potential employer or the hiring manager or the head hunter. There's a big difference between a cover letter and a CV, and a cover letter is just a preamble, introduction, and it is supported by your CV. So you're not replicating your CV again in your cover letter. There's another video I've talked about how to write a professional CV. It's somewhere up here. I will link it in the description of this video, but that is for another day. We are now talking about a cover letter. So watch that video after this one, yeah? Understand how to come up with this cover letter, because it is the introduction to the CV, and then you will attach your CV as you send out your application. And you might think, in this day and age, isn't it a bit old school to send a cover letter? I will tell you this. Once an opening is posted, thousands and thousands of people apply for these jobs, and having a cover letter, well structured cover letter, might be the thing you use to stand out from the crowd. So it is important for you to have a cover letter for each and every opportunity or vacancy that you are applying for. Let's look at the 3 parts that are very important in every cover letter. Now, it depends. Are you sending this cover letter physically? Is it a physical copy, or are you sending it by email? If it is a physical copy, then you need to follow the formal letter structure. Start with your address, the address of the hiring manager or the company you are sending it to. Dear sir, dear madam, have the re, and then we go to the body of the cover letter, which I'm going to explain. But when you're sending it on email, the structure changes a little bit. You don't need to put in your contact details or your address. The email you're sending from is already your contacts, or that is your address. You are sending it to the email address that will act as the address to the person who is receiving. And instead of having that bit of application for a job, of course you use that as the subject of the email. So from the subject of the email, it should be very clear: application for the position of customer service manager. Then the body of the email is where now we go to the 3 parts of the cover letter. So you start with Dear Sam. The first part is the opening paragraph, which should be short, precise, and straight to the point, mentioning the position you're applying for and what makes you the best candidate for that position. So it's a short, like 2-3 sentences saying, I am applying for the position of customer care manager. I believe I'm the best candidate for this position because I have the skills and the experience you are asking for. Then they want to see what are the skills or experience you have. Now we go to the body part of your cover letter, like the 2 next paragraph. It might be 1 paragraph or 2 paragraphs where you are explaining out in details how your achievements, how your qualifications, how your accomplishments are setting you up as the right candidate for this position. Think about even putting them in bullets, some of the accomplishments that you have and the skills. And if you can also be able to put in some numbers to talk about what you have achieved, like you have increased customer service delivery time, or you have reduced the time it takes to handle a customer complaints from, I don't know, by 50%, 30%, you have increased the sales by this percent, you have reduced turnover or increased turnover, whichever works best. if you can be able to put in some percentages, some numbers, it would work magic for you. And the last part of the cover letter is the closing bit, which is a paragraph that you need, number one, to reinstate why you are the best candidate for that position, and having a call to action. What would you want the person who's reading to do after they are through reading your cover letter? Would you want them to get more details in the CV attached? Have a call to action. Number one, an introductory statement introducing yourself and why you're the best candidate. The middle part, reinforcing or bringing in evidence about your accomplishment, your skills, and what makes you the best candidate. Closing with a very strong call to action. And this is like a bonus bit. After that, you sign off. If it is on email, it is better to have an electronic signature. If you have been receiving email from me, I use Y-Stamp to get my electronic signature, or you can still have in your name, your phone number, your email address, and this also is a nice place to put in your LinkedIn link to your profile, so that if they want to see more about you, they can check you out there. Don't feel overwhelmed if whatever I've already said seems to be a lot. I have prepared the ultimate cover letter guide with 101 sample cover letters from all professionals, and I am giving it to you for free. All you need to do is go to www.careerpoint.co.ke/cover letter. We want you to make the best first impression with that perfect cover letter. Inside this guide, you will find how to write the perfect cover letter better than 9 out of 10 others, the format, and make it so special. Also, you'll find 101 sample cover letters for all professionals that will get you more interviews, and why these cover letters work, the cover letter writing tips and hacks that will boost your chances of getting or landing to that job, and finally you'll also find the actionable ideas on how to start and end a cover letter and how to address that. Head over to www.careerpoint.co.ke/cover letter. Also, take a look at this video on how to write a professional CV. Like the video, subscribe to my channel, and until next time, I'm out.